I guess with the numbers in New York and what they are, are you a little bit worried at all, or does it raise some concerns for you right now?
Of course. I mean, I think anyone anyone would be concerned. We are healthy and young, so my concern is more about potentially affecting others. So that's really part of our reason for quarantining ourselves. I think it's just important for everybody to stay informed. Obviously, things are changing on a daily basis and new information's coming out. So I think it's just important to stay educated about what everyone can do to, prevent affecting others, keeping their distance, staying inside as much as they can when they do go out to, grocery shop or run essential errands, to just be mindful about their interactions and what they're touching. You don't realize how much contact you have just going about your daily life. So I think just being conscious about it is how you can combat some of that fear of the unknown.
So what currently is the hospital situation in New York right now? I know in Canada it's also fairly severe. What's it like down in New York right now?
It's severe. I have a lot of friends right now that are working on the front lines as nurses, doctors, therapists, and it's all hands on deck. I know that medical students have been called in to work right now because they just don't have enough people. The equipment is at an all-time low. They're reusing masks and gloves. The situation is quite dire. So, what we can do, our part is to stay inside so that we can try to flatten that curve and release some of that pressure on the hospitals because they're quite desperate.
And lastly, you're from London, Ontario. Have you had a chance to chat with your family about how they're doing? Because it's there's a lot of cases in Ontario. So have you had a chance to speak to them and how they're doing?
I have, I think everybody's in the same boat, as I said. They're doing their best to self-isolate as well and be as safe as they can. Obviously, the situation's escalated a lot more in New York, but it's not to say that it can't happen elsewhere in Canada as well. So I think it's important that everybody's just being aware of what's happening around the world and learning from other countries and the situations that are unfolding elsewhere so that they can try to combat it in their areas. So my parents and my brother, they're all just trying to keep their distance from everyone and while still trying to maintain some, normal daily activities as well.
Well, Mariko, I really appreciate your insight from somewhere from down south there. Really appreciate your time chatting with me today. Thanks again.
Thank you.